one, we are Minnesota nice, right? And in Minnesota, we like to avoid conflict. I think that's genetically inherited in most Midwestern individuals. But also that, we're fearful of not knowing what to say, or that person is a good person, nice guy. And I just don't know how to talk to them in a way that's not going to bring them down, right? Not prepared. I haven't done my job. I've had leaders come to me and say, well, I want to fire. And when you start unraveling the layers, you realize I haven't even had a single conversation that was clear with the individual. And to me, we failed them. We have totally failed that team member. And it is our job as leaders to ensure that we're coaching. And to me, if you do it in the moment, it's less difficult to do it than when you're sitting in a room and you got a list of 10 things you haven't been doing, right? I've done it in the moment. I coached you, corrected you. And now if it continues to be a norm, continuous behavior, then yes, we're sitting down and having that crucial conversation, but I've already started it, right? Instead, like this leader that came to me and said, I want to fire, but I've done absolutely nothing. I've talked to everybody else but the employee or team member that wasn't performing. It's almost laughable to me, because that's why are you a leader if you're not willing to have those conversations? Because not only have you let that employee down, you let your entire team down by not having those conversations.
It's a little bit about listening. And when I talk about the 40-40-20 rule, it's really about listening. So that first 40% is really asking questions about the person, getting to know them. The second piece is listening, taking that time to really listen. So you've already eaten up 80% of your time, really just asking questions, listening to the person. And that last 20% is asking some clarifying questions. And I've had people say, well, you don't want to get personal at work. I kind of separated down two things. There's professional getting to know somebody and personal getting to know somebody. But I blend those together. So I've had team members where they're really standoffish about their personal life, which is no problem. But I notice they always want to leave at the same time every day. And come to find out, they're the ones that are in charge of picking up their kids each day. I don't have to bring up that their kids are getting picked up each day, but I make sure not to schedule meetings with them, make sure that they're free at that time, kind of defend their time. So we're building that bond, that relationship, but we're doing it in a very professional manner. But as Kelly mentioned, Minnesota nice, some people share everything that they do.
Yep.
I think that's wonderful too, because at the end of the day, you build that rapport. And Kelly mentioned something that's perfect, in the moment coaching. I think when you build that rapport with somebody, you can call them out for not sending something on time or something not happening. You can call them out right away, which is great.
Matt?
In the moment coaching right now.
Yes.
So what it comes back to, though, is you build that relationship where it's okay to call people out. But I think that's where I see leaders that aren't able to talk to people. They've not built that rapport. And so they're very standoffish.
Yep.
It's really hard to have conversations with somebody that are not fun if you haven't built that either professional or personal relationship with somebody.